Adjusting to the ketogenic diet and lifestyle is a process, and, like any other process, there are some learning curves and speed bumps. These curves and bumps can lead to frustration and disappointment, but they don't have to. I've put together a list of what I see as the most common keto mistakes, and what you can do about them. 1. You are eating processed keto foods. Keto is about whole food, real food, actual food. Think of it this way: you should be eating ingredients. You should not be eating stuff that comes in individual wrappers. Quest bars, Atkins bars, and the like are not actual keto foods. They are distractions and setbacks. They are candy bars dressed in approved clothing. That's not to say that you should never have one. Sometimes it might be the best you can do, but the majority of your food should be real food, actual food. Ingredients. 2. You are worrying about your cholesterol. I get questions about cholesterol more than almost any other. It's understandable. For the past 50 years, you've been inundated with the myth that cholesterol is dangerous. It's a myth. Cholesterol is the opposite of dangerous. It's essential. Every cell in your body needs cholesterol. Having high cholesterol has no correlation to any sort of heart or cardiovascular disease. There is absolutely nothing to worry about as it relates to high cholesterol levels. The reason we think there is a problem is because of Anselkes and his diet-heart hypothesis. Simply put, the diet-heart hypothesis posits that higher levels of cholesterol, particularly due to a high saturated fat diet, had negative effects on heart and cardiovascular health. He made this assertion with no real evidence, and he later rejected it. Yes, the man that made us afraid of cholesterol actually rejected the very hypothesis that made him famous. You can reject it too. 3. You are looking for a quick fix. I'm not going to spend a lot of energy on this one. Keto is not a quick fix diet. It's a lifestyle change. If you think you can go keto and drop a few pounds and then go back to how you were eating, please move on. I don't have time for you. 4. You are not all in. Keto is not for the half-hearted. You have to commit. It requires real determination and grit. You're going against the grain, pun totally intended, and you're choosing a way of life that is difficult for the majority of society to understand. You cannot sit on the fence. You absolutely must be all in or all out. From a practical perspective, choosing to eat high-fat and high-carb, not committing fully to keto, is a dangerous combination. You're choosing the worst possible scenario and risking your health. The answer, of course, is to commit fully to keto and reap the rewards of focused determination and discipline. 5. You are eating because the clock says so. I'm going to share with you some things that might just blow your mind. You don't have to eat breakfast in the morning. You don't have to eat because it's noon. You don't have to eat because it's 6 o'clock. You don't have to avoid food right before you go to bed. You, like me, have been trained by the high-carb mafia to eat based upon what the clock says, not what your body says. The clock has no idea whether or not you're hungry. Just because it is a certain time of day doesn't mean you must eat. If you're not hungry, then don't eat. Also, just because it's a certain time of day doesn't mean that you cannot eat. If you're hungry, then eat. The clock has no idea what's going on in your body. Your body does. Listen to your body and hear what it is telling you. Eat when it says it's time. Additional mistakes. You are not getting enough salt/potassium/magnesium/vitamin D. I'm seeing this more and more. Electrolyte, salt imbalance is a big deal for keto folks. We're so used to avoiding salt, because too much salt in an inflamed body will be very bad. But when you're keto, you don't have an inflamed body. So your body needs more salt, so you need to make sure you are getting that salt every day, at least 2 teaspoons, and magnesium, and vitamin D. Those are important. Most of you will get plenty in your food, but if not, make sure you're supplementing adequately.